What's up, y'all? Today I got a video that's not necessarily as creative, but it's very necessary, so y'all hang with me. Have y'all ever been in a situation where the singer wants the song after you've tracked all these guitar parts, after you've tracked all the audio, they want the song either a key above or a key below where you guys are at? You should know how to do that. As a producer, you should know how to take that track and change the key even after you've applied all these instruments that sometimes it doesn't sound the best whenever it's detuned. I'm going to show you a plug-in. Usually, you guys know I like to keep it pretty stock to help you guys that are just starting out with Logic, but on this one I want to refer a plug-in to you guys. It's made by Waves, and if you don't have any other Waves plugins, you're going to want this one if changing the key of a song is important to you, or just changing the pitch of any kind of sample is important to you. If you're a Logic user, you got a lot of great plugins at your hands already out of the box, but this is still a plugin I feel like is necessary to keep the integrity of the audio while changing the pitch. Check it out. So everything in blue is my drums, and I don't need to change the pitch of that. What I'm worried about is everything in orange. This is all my audio. This is all the guitar parts, and I'm not exporting any vocals because, like I said, I'm changing the key of the song because I want to cut new vocals, so I'm not worried about that. Besides, if you start changing the pitch of vocals and start changing the key, it really sounds weird, especially if you want to use it for a lead. But the name of this plugin, we'll start with this first orange track here. And the name of this plugin, see, I don't have many Waves plugins. I got the C4, L2, RVox, and this sound shifter pitch. This sound shifter pitch works so well in so many different applications. But for this one right here, we're going to just go up one semitone because we're raising the key by a half step. So you could see I put up my mixer here by doing X, and I have my sound shift there. And I know that everywhere there's an orange, which is a lot of tracks, I'm going to want to change that key because that's all my audio tracks. You go through and make sure that you separate this. That's why it's easy to see in your session. And I'm going to option click drag this sound shift plugin on every single orange track. And the reason I'm doing this individually is because we're going to export all these stems, and I want each channel to have its own plugin as opposed to just printing this mix and then using the sound shift on the master bus. You can do that. That's how I actually started tracking vocals on this song. But when it comes to the mixing stage, obviously you're going to want all these separate tracks out in the right key. So again, I just set the parameter on. I set the parameter once to go up one semitone. I'm option click and dragging. So now I'm going to give it a listen and make sure I don't hear anything off. Awesome. Now that I know that everything's in the right key, I'll come in and highlight all the tracks that I want bounced out as stems. So I selected the first one, went all the way to the bottom, selected my bottom track. I'm going to say export. And instead of just doing this regions as audio files, we're going to come down here, tracks as audio files, because when you export as tracks, it has all your plugins and everything else going on. So you're going to make sure that's selected. We'll do 24-bit because that's where we're at. Wave is fine. And I want to create a new folder because it would be a mess to have 50-something files on your desktop. So go to your desktop, select key change, or whatever you want to call this folder. And the title is Thinking About You. We'll say stems. Awesome. So my folder's created, 24 bits, going to my desktop, export. So we'll let this do its thing. It's probably going to take a couple minutes or so. It won't take long. And you'll be happy that you have all your files in the right key. That way you drop it into your new session. Everything's in the right key from the get-go. You don't have to have the sound shifter plug-in hogging that CPU power trying to change the key of the song while tracking in a new key. I definitely would recommend, if you know you're going to go to another key, export all of your audio stems out to start tracking vocals on that new key. Hope this was helpful to you guys. We'll see you next time.